before we start the review, you need to check out this sunrise. You probably can't see anything, I'm guessing it's probably all blown out. So sequels or threequels don't always go to plan. Case in point, The Matrix 2, 3, and 4, Batman Forever, and do I dare say, Home Alone 3. But sometimes they do get it right.
Scotty. Who's Scotty?
All right, so let's start off with the basics. It comes in two variants, hub and belt. I highly recommend the belt. The hub is 8 kilos, the belt is 8.2 kilos. You've got the choices of two different wheels. You can go with the standard 90mm, I think 78A urethanes. They're really comfy. They've been on the Tynee Mini 1 and 2, but they now have also upgraded to the Cloud Wheel Hydro, with some slight differences, which we'll talk about in the video. The Hydro is what we've got on this board, so it's probably a little bit over 8.2 kilos, I'm guessing, probably closer to the 8.4. But the extra comfort is definitely worth the extra weight. Talking about the deck, well, it is the same look and shape in theory. Now what I mean by that is it's still 30 inches long, it's still just under 12 inches wide, so I'm a size US 11, and as you can see my feet are very comfy on there. Has the same really nice tub concave, the length of the board with that really usable kicktail. What they have done, a couple of small things. The grip tape is a little blacker now. The blacks used to be a little bit grey. They're very black, which looks really nice when you put them side by side to the Mini 2 and Mini 1. The grip tape is now padded, only minimally, maybe 2.5 millimeters, but it does make a difference on grip and comfort. And the other one, the big deal for me, the one I'm so happy to see, they have scalloped very subtly out the wheel arches. So that means even less chance of wheel bite. And to finish talking off about the deck, it has the same really nice nose guard on the front, as you can see there, and on the back it's got the tail puck. So if you are doing manuals, or if you're using the tail to lift it up, you're not going to damage the wood. It's going to hit that tail puck before it starts to eat away at the wood on your board, and just add longevity to your skateboard before you start to wear out that tail. Now going down to the trucks, these are, I believe, the same trucks as the Mini 2. They are based off the Paris V3. They're 7 inches wide, and they have a 43-degree base plate. Now in my opinion, my humble opinion, I honestly think that is the perfect truck setup for a mini board. These things are carvy, they're responsive, they're stable, and they're just a lot of fun. And obviously being based off Paris, they know what they're doing. So they do ride really, really well. Okay, now let's move under the board, because this is where the first really big change has come in. They've moved from a dual enclosure to this really nice, beautifully shaped single enclosure. So in here you've got your battery and your ESC. Charge port at the front, nice little heat sink at the back for your ESC, and your power button at the back. The power button is the same as the power button on the Explorer. It's rubberized, so it's not just silver, so there's no water ingress going to happen there. And the charge port is also obviously rubber with the little teat, so it goes inside the actual charge port. So it's going to really reduce the chance of moisture. God, that's bright. Reduce the chance of moisture getting into the system. Well, we've got the board upside down. Let's have a look at these belt covers. This is the first time I've seen these. If you first saw these, you'd be mistaken. I think these were actually gear drives. They're not, they're just a fully enclosed belt drive cover. So these completely cover over here and here. I hope this looks good. If not, I'll just overlay something from home. So fully enclosed belt covers all the way around. So that's gonna completely minimize the chance of rocks, grass, and debris getting stuck in your belts. They look really nice, simple design, but I think this could be the way of the future, specifically for mini boards and boards that are riding on rough areas that have got the chance of pebbles, stones, and that sort of thing. All right, so let's talk about what's inside the enclosure, starting with the battery. And this is the first, I think, really big upgrade for me on this board. It's a 13S2P Molicel M42A cell, so 393 watt hours. So really good capacity and a really nice discharge rate for a mini board. I've always said whenever I get a comment saying, what's your favorite mini board? It has always been the Mini 2. The Mini 3, I think, is the perfect upgrade. So if you are going to ask me what's my favorite mini board right now, this is the one. Moving further down, we've got the ESC. It is Hobbywing. Tynee loves using Hobbywing on a few of their boards because they're reliable, they're smooth, they're predictable. And this one's no different. It's their 7th generation. It's got the auto on off from the remote, and it can control the rear tail light, which is a really nice little touch. But one of the big features of the 7th generation is it has app connectivity. Now, it's not a in-house built app by Tynee, it is a third-party app. I'll put some screenshots on there so you can see all the different things you can connect the app to and change on this board, because it's a nice addition, a welcomed change to have app connectivity on, let's face it, quite a cost-effective electric skateboard. Now, still talking about the ESC, it has a top speed of 32 miles per hour, which I am not that brave to go on a mini board. We will do a follow-up video when I've got all my safety gear on, and we'll give it a run on a super smooth surface. But until I get away from all these cracks, today's video is not that video. Now let's check out the acceleration of the Tynee Mini 3. It's a 54 point something volt system, Molicels, with 850 watt motors, so it should get up pretty well. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, yeah. Nice little kick there. That was actually my finger slipping because I've got gloves on. 16, 17, this is miles, 18, 20, slowing down with the speed bump. Woo. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, I'm gonna slow down for this one because I don't like this look at the speed bump. So it climbs up to 24 miles really quickly and had a lot more of acceleration to go. So for a mini board, performs really nicely, exactly how you'd want it to. Too much acceleration, it's gonna throw you off. Now, let's check out the braking. We're sitting on 15 miles an hour. I'm gonna flick you down. We're gonna stop straight after the speed bump. So that's 15 miles. So 3, 2, 1, brake. Okay, not too bad. About 8 meters. Yeah, 8 meters. I'll just show you there. The speed bump is where we stopped. It'll look really far away because of my lens. 8 to 7 meters. So not the strongest brakes in the world, but a lot better than some of the boards I've tested lately. Point, and it really is just forgetting about all the specs and the motor sizes and how many amps and the cell types and the angles of the trucks and all that. How does it ride? How does it actually feel? Well, it feels great. Honestly, it's energetic, it's fun, it's carvy, it's everything you want in a short board or in a last mile commuter board. It's just smooth. These wheels on it, the hydro wheels that they have customized the tread on, are really nice. For a short board, on all these corrugations, you can hear it, but you can only really feel the big ones. And I've hit a few little pebbles and rocks, and just having that additional softness of the wheels to absorb the rock or the crack makes such a big difference in one, how you ride the board, but also your confidence of where you'll ride it. Putting all the stuff aside, it's a really fun electric skateboard to ride, to carve, to use the tail to jump over little corrugations and cracks, and just all those little things they've increased and changed just makes it even better. Okay, so now this is the end of the video where I would normally talk about what I love, what I don't love, opportunities, threats, that sort of thing. I think this might be the first board that there's nothing. There's no opportunities, there's no threats, there's nothing I do not like about this board. I love the batteries, I love the wheel options, I love the grip tape, the trucks, the belt covers, the new single enclosure, the tail puck, the nose guard, the Hobbywing ESC with the standard remote, the price point. There's nothing I can complain about this board for, because it does exactly what it should do. So awesome job, Tynee. Like I said at the beginning, sometimes companies get their sequels and their threequels wrong. This is not that case. This is the Back to the Future 2. This is the Lord of the Rings 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is. But with all that said and done, that is the end of the video. It's time for me to go home, get a coffee, head to work. It is about 7:20 a.m. here, about 10 degrees, so it is cold. We've got the gloves on, and you are going to see the appearance of long pants very soon, I am sure of it. That's it. Scott D at the discount. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, guys, skate safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you on the next video.
Scotty. Who's Scotty? Scotty. Who's Scotty?